Once upon a time, there was a young, fresh-faced, free-spirited, social child who could drink double his body weight and dance all night and then go and do it all over again the next day. However, after a few years of good vibes, something finally snapped. His body suddenly hurt. He began to detest the taste of apple sours, something that he once loved very deeply, and he found himself having to dash out of lectures every 10 minutes to go to the toilet. Hi there, I'm James Anthony Baldwin and I'm old. After a full year of going out almost virtually every week in your first year of university, it can get pretty tiring and it gets to a point where you need to have a break. But fear not, it's not the end of your social life just yet. In fact, with all that extra money that you've saved from not going out, you can afford to do so much more. And believe it or not, there's actually plenty for you and your friends to do right outside your doorstep. Here's 3 things for Staffordshire University students to do in Stoke-on-Trent, aside from getting smashed. Number 1, go to the cinema. Eat out. There's so much you can do in Hanley that you'd be surprised. I don't know about you, but let's be honest with ourselves for a second. Most students, we're not that good at cooking. I mean, don't get me wrong, after a night out gobble, whip up some pesto pasta, does me good. I mean, it doesn't really matter where as long as you're getting out of the house, but there's some really cool places like the Slamwich Club, the Quarter Cafe. I think it's called the Sala Junction. Check that place out. That real good Indian food. But like I say, try even going to the cinema one day, or if that's not your fancy, then I think there's an escape room in Hanley as well. That's something for you to do. There's so many options. Just get out the house. Get out the house. Number 2, you're at university. There are like a gazillion social event things that you can do right here on campus. I mean, I'll put the link in the description of this video, but just check the events page on the Union website because they do all sorts. I know they've got quiz night, karaoke, they've got this like vintage sale thing that they do, I think every month. Super cool. But then aside from all the regular stuff like that, then you've also got the one-off events that they do. And I know they've got like a judo event and there's just all sorts of stuff you can look into. There are so many options and it's just about leaving the house. Number 3. Okay, this one's my favorite. Go to gigs. There are so many great gig venues like right here in Hanley, but also just the Stoke-on-Trent area is pretty good for it. Now, I'm not saying that there's always going to be someone huge playing, but if you just wanted a casual drink and maybe go to one of the gigs at Sugar Mill, or I think there's a place called the Bull's Head in Alton that also looks really cool. You should check that place out. But yeah, like in Sugar Mill at the minute, they've got Jupiter's Beard that's playing next month. They're a real cool band. They're one of my favourites. You've also got the Coral. But then the Bull's Head's like more of like a relaxed vibe compared to the Sugar Mill, so it kind of depends what you want, but there are options, that's what I mean. But then again, just check what's on at the theatre. Like look around. There is so much you can find to do in Hanley. It's actually shocking. But I'm pretty sure most of you are thinking that I missed out a whole bunch of cool things you can do in Stoke. So why don't you let us know? If you think you do something pretty cool that others should know about, aside from getting turned at gobble every Wednesday, then tweet your suggestions at StaffsUni with the hashtag ThingsToDoStaffs. Anyway, I hope you found this video useful. I know I surprised myself, but I had no idea that there was so much to do in Hanley. That's it from me though, so don't forget to like and share and keep an eye out for the other student stories that are coming up. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.